webinar cum training program on modeling soil physical processes for improving the resource use efficiency in agriculture. This program is organized by the Indian Society of Agrophysics in association with the Division of Agriculture Physics, IARI. I welcome our Deputy Director General, Natural Resources Management, ICAR, Dr. Suresh Kumar Chaudhary, sir, who is also the President of Indian Society of Agrophysics. Under his guidance, this program has been organized. Welcome you, sir. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our Director of Indian Agricultural Research Institute, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh, who is also the Chief Guest of Honor for today's program. Sir, you have always been very encouraging to the activities of the Division of Agriculture Physics and the Indian Society of Agrophysics. So it's a pleasure to welcome you as the guest of honor in today's program. I welcome Dr. Rashmi Agarwal, Dean IARI, to this program. Madam, you have been a pillar of support in organizing this program. I welcome you. I also welcome Joint Director Extension, Dr. Tomarji, who has been very kind in honoring our request to be present. Thank you, sir, for your presence. I also welcome the speakers of today's webinar cum training program, Dr. Jirka from USA, Dr. D.K. Benby from PAU, Dr. Buddhiman Minasi from Australia, and Dr. B.S. Das from IIT Kharagpur. Welcome you all. I welcome the PD, WTC, and all the heads of the divisions and scientific colleagues and staff and students of IARI. I welcome the participants of today's webinar from across the country, our heads of the divisions and professors and alumni from the Division of Agriculture Physics, members of Indian Society of Agrophysics to this program. Division of Agriculture Physics, as you all know, is actively involved in organizing and working on the simulating various processes related to the soil, plant, atmospheric consortium. And I hope this program will be very useful, not only to the participants, but also to all of us in enriching our knowledge on the soil physical processes and modeling the challenges we face and the future prospects of their application in agriculture. I thank you and welcome you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your remarks. Now, I would request Dr. K.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, course director of this training program, to kindly brief about this program and introduce our resource person for today's program.
Very good morning to our DDG NRM and the President of Agrophysics Society, and also respected Director IRI, Dean Joint Director Education, Dr. Krishnan, Head of the Division of Agriculture Physics, and other heads of division. Basically, as we know, the water, nutrient, and energy are the key inputs in agriculture. And there is a necessity for using these resources efficiently to meet the growing demands of the rising population. And modeling soil physical processes, which has a great potential to improve resource use efficiency in agriculture. Modeling soil, water, nutrient, and understanding the role of soil organic carbon and use of different models like hydrous is the need of the hour. To understanding the relevance of this topic, the Indian Society of Agrophysics and Division of Agricultural Physics IRI has planned to conduct a webinar cum training program on modeling soil physical processes for improving resource use efficiency in agriculture. It is my pleasure and duty to introduce the speaker. The first speaker is Dr. Jirka Simone, Professor and Hydrologist, Department of Environmental Sciences, University of California, Riverside, USA. And his research interest is soil physics, biogen hydrology, and numerical modeling. And he is mostly known as the developer of the hydrous series of models. He has many awards and honors to his credit, like Don and Betty Kirkham Award 2005, ESR International Fellow New Zealand 2005, Soil Science Society of America Fellow 2010, American Geographical Union Fellow 2012, American Society of Agronomy Fellow 2016, Sir Frederick McMaster Fellowship 2016, American Association for Advancement of Science Fellowship 2016. And he will be talking on modeling water and transport and root water uptake using hydro study model for improving water use efficiency in agriculture. Our second speaker is Dr. Dinesh Kumar Benbi. He is a ICR National Professor from Punjab Agriculture University, Ludhiana, and his specialization is soil organic matter dynamics, biodecarbon sequestration, climate change mitigation, soil quality assessment and management, fertilizer environment interaction, natural resource management. And he has also been anointed with so many awards and honors like Fellow National Academy of Agricultural Sciences 2005, Fellow Indian Society of Soil Science, Fellow Crop Improvement Society of India, Mercator Guest Professorship Germany, Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship, European Fellowship UK, and Australian Government Commonwealth Fellowship. Besides this, he has many other awards and honors. And he will be speaking on soil carbon sequestration for improving resource use efficiency in agriculture. Our third speaker is Dr. Budiman Minesni. He is the Professor, Soil Landscape Modeling, University of Sydney, Australia. He is the theme leader of Soil, Carbon and Water at Sydney Institute of Agriculture. His research interest is digital soil mapping, NIR and X-ray fluorescence spectroscopy for retrieving soil information, then use of deep learning and soil carbon auditing. He has many awards and honors, and most important of them is QE2 and Future Fellowship by Australian Research Council, and he is recognized as a highly cited researcher in 2019 by the Web Service Award. And he will be speaking on soil landscape modeling for enhancing resource use efficiency. Our fourth speaker is Dr. Bhavani Shankar Das. He is the Professor, Agriculture and Food Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. His research interest is soil hydrology and environmental quality with focus on geospatial and remote sensing technologies for sustainable management of soil and water resources and agriculture production system. He has been anointed with so many awards like Fellow Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade Australia 2016, Gamma Sigma Delta Outstanding Graduate Student Award 1997, Irvin D. and Donna Mark Atkins Graduate Scholarship 1996, Roscoe Ellis Junior Soil Science Graduate Fellowship 1995, and he will be speaking on modeling nutrient transport for improving nutrient use efficiency in agriculture. So this is a brief introduction about the our speakers, and they are leaders in their own field, and I hope we will all be benefited by the rich deliberation. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for introducing so briefly our resource person of today's program. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Rashmi Agarwal, ma'am, Dean Joint Director Education, for her comments.
Thank you, Priya. Good morning to all of you, and it is my really pleasure and privilege to be associated with this inaugural session of a very important training program come webinar, which has been organized jointly by Indian Society of Agrophysics and Division of Agricultural Physics on modeling soil physical processes for improving resource use efficiency in agriculture. Most esteemed chief guest of today's function, DDG NRM, and also who is a chief guest and president of this society, our honorable director, who is a guest of honor, and a very dynamic under his leadership, we are organizing these such kind of webinars and training programs. Head of the division, Dr. Pramila Krishnan, course director, Dr. Bandopadhyay, and all the eminent resource persons from the national leading institutes and also from international arena. We just saw their profile and biodata. It's a very, we are very fortunate that they have joined this webinar and training program. All the former heads, professors of agriculture physics, Dr. Man Singh, PD, and all heads and professors who have joined this inaugural session, other resource persons, all the attendees, distinguished students, staff, ladies and gentlemen. So on this occasion, I won't say much about this because all experts are there, but definitely the soil is the backbone of agriculture. I must say it's a foundation for agriculture and for crop health as well as for the human health. When we are talking of One Health program, the soil is also is one of the panch tattvas for the life. So all the physical processes, they are associated with all the chemical properties and biological properties of the soil. So all flora, fauna, I must say the microbiota and other elements, which also includes pests, pathogens, which are soil borne, and also the weeds. They are all associated with the soil, and they have a very important role in availability of the nutrients to the crop, and also the harnessing the nutrients use efficiency of the soil. This training program by way of modeling. So as initially Dr. Bandyopadhyay said that our esteemed resource persons are experts and they have developed models. So I'm sure the training program and the webinar for the trainees and those who are attending it will be very, very useful, because this is the talk of the day, and future lies in the harnessing the soil potential in terms of all carbon use efficiency or energy or efficient use of all other resources, water resources, etc. So, and human resource development is one of the most important mandates of a premier institute like Indian Agriculture Research Institute. So at this stage, organizing this webinar under the banner of society and jointly with IRI is a very good effort by the Division of Agricultural Physics. In the past also, I know Agriculture Physics had been organizing a very, very important training programs. And when I was a student, I remember Dr. Usha Kiran, student, and after that, when I joined as a scientist also, many training programs I have undertaken in agriculture physics department. So I'm really very delighted to see all my seniors, mentors also who have joined during this program. So my all the best wishes are there to the organizers, and I'm sure this will be a really very useful training program for all the youngsters to take forward the torch. They are the torch bearers. So with these words, I thank you, Dr. Pramila and others for giving me this opportunity. I don't have to say much because all eminent speakers are there, and in fact, it will be a learning process for me also. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable and encouraging comments. Now I would request our Honorable Director, A.K. Singh sir, to kindly give his remarks.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to each one of you. On behalf of students and staff of IRI and my personal behalf, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the participants. Our Deputy Director General, Natural Resource Management, Dr. Chaudhary, who is the man behind, supporting this entire activity wholeheartedly through the society. And also, I would like to extend warm welcome to all the distinguished speakers. We have Dr. Das, Dr. Jirka, Dr. Budiman, and Dr. Benby, who are going to make presentation in very specific area. Also, I would like to welcome all the participants, and this is going to be very enriched presentation. In our Sanskrit literature, ancient literature, it has been said that Subijam Suchetre Jayate Sampadate. For the sake of those who would not follow, I would like to explain. Subijam Suchetre Jayate Sampadate. If you put a good seed in good field, it produces abundance. Now, this has been said several centuries back. And Subijam is all about the genetic improvement of crops to produce high-yielding varieties, which are capable of mining more nutrients from soil efficiently and accumulating them into the grains, so that what we call as biofortified crops today is a big parlance, because all the nutrition it comes from soil, and these biofortified crops can be developed with enriched nutrition in the grain to help solve the problem of nutrition. The other component is Suchetre, that means a good field. Now, a good field, when we talk about, we refer to physical, chemical, and biological health of soil. you all have heard number of times Dr. Professor Ratan Lal, World Food Laureate, and he has been emphasizing on, the concept of One Health. So when we talk of health of human, it will come through the health of plants. If you have healthy plants, nutritious produce, either it is coming through animals or through plant system, to human system, health would improve. But ultimately, animals also derive their food from plants, and plants would grow on soil. So if our soil is healthy, our plant is healthy. If our plants are healthy, our animals are healthy. And if animals and plants both are healthy, we are healthy. But for doing that, how do we sustain the production system? And that is where the whole concept of precision farming is all about: efficient use of input while minimizing cost of production, enhancing productivity and profitability. So these are the three key elements for doubling farmers' income also. How to reduce the cost of cultivation, and that's only by efficient input use management. We can reduce the cost of cultivation, at the same time increase production and increase profitability of the farmer. But while doing all this, we must sustain the natural resource base. That is very important. And therefore, what to use, where to use, when to use, and how to use. These are the four essential components that will bring into precision in agriculture. Soil health is key to everything. Generally, when we talk about soil health, our general perception is about, the biological health. That's what we generally, the first thing that comes to our mind is to take care of biological health of the soil, which is very important, no doubt. But biological health cannot be sustained if soil is not in good physical health and its chemical constituents are not in right proportion. Then only biological health of soil will sustain. So I think this training program and the eminent speakers that we have are going to address these issues, and which is going to be very, very enriching for all the students, for the staff who are participating. And I would like to wish a great success to the training program. I'd like to thank Dr. Chaudhary for his wholehearted support. In fact, when we were traveling to Bhubaneswar, and there also he was concerned all the time. He was saying that we should, do this in a very befitting manner. And I would also like to compliment the Division of Physics, Dr. Pramila Krishnan, for organizing this entire training program and her entire team. Our colleague, Dr. Sahu, and led by Dr. Chaudhary, we are having a mega project on precision farming in ICR, not only for crops, but also for animals and fishery sector. And this is a dream project of our Director General. And I think the deliberation that will happen in today's presentation will also pave a way and give a roadmap for any midterm correction that we like to do in our project implementation. So with that, I would like to thank you very much for giving this opportunity and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your informative and valuable comments. Now it's my pleasure to invite our President, Indian Society of Agrophysics and DDG NRM, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary, sir, to enlighten us with his valuable remarks.
Thank you very much. Good morning to each one of you. Dr. A.K. Singh, the Director of Indian Agricultural Research Institute, Madam Rashmi Agrawal-ji, the Dean, and various heads of departments, particularly from the NRM School of IRI, and my former colleagues, Dr. Usha Kiran Chopra is there, Dr. Chakravarti M. Singh, and hopefully others must have joined. And we have wonderful resource persons, Dr. Chirka, Dr. Pudiman will be joining us after a while. Dr. Benbi is there, our very senior colleague, and Dr. Bhavani from Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Thank you very much for being here and supporting us as a resource person and deliberating on most important aspects of modeling soil physical properties. The colleagues and participants, particularly young scientists, young colleagues, young researchers from various parts of India who are showing keen interest in this particular training program. Previously, also jointly, the Indian Society of Agrophysics and Department of Agricultural Physics, IRI, organized one training program which was very enthusiastically attended by many colleagues in India, and they have given very positive feedback. Encouraged from that exercise, this time we thought better we have this important training program on modeling soil physical processes. And now at the highest level sitting in ICR, I'm finding that soil physics is slowly taking a backseat in Indian agricultural scenario. So how to revive that, how to energize, and how to bring new enthusiasm in this area, it would be very, very important to have many such programs, not only the webinars and training, but many sensitization programs. And also the feedback from such programs will pave way to the betterment of syllabus, the curriculum improvement, and advancing the science of physics in agriculture. So modeling soil physical processes, when we say soil physical processes, it appears very simple, but it is a very, very complex phenomenon. Our 4 resource person, it's very difficult to justify the whole subject in 4, 5, 6 hours because these are very, very deep insight. There are so much deep insights in this subject. And considering the diversity of soil material in India and abroad, the phenomena, the processes which are happening inside, and whether we talk of soil biology, soil physics, or mineralogy, or chemical compositions, everything is linked with each other. Soil water movement, transmission of fluids in the soil, everything is linked with each other. And therefore, the processes are so complex to understand unless we understand them in isolation and also them in integration. Then only we'll have some little input and some little insight. Then we can link them with the plant water uptake or plant nutrient uptake or soil water plant atmospheric continuum. So this is the purpose of today's training program, modeling soil physical process for improving the resource use efficiency in agriculture. India is a country where we are investing a lot on resource use, whether it is water use or whether it is nutrient use. So the nutrient use, if you say, huge burden on the shoulders of the government in terms of fertilizer subsidy. Huge burden on the shoulder of the government in terms of providing energy for groundwater exploitation. And if you use them very precisely, judiciously, probably we will help government to reduce little burden. Secondly, we will be able to maintain very good soil health. Just Dr. A.K. Singh tried to narrate that one health concept. And each health is related to others' health, soil, plant, or animals, all the kingdoms, they are linked to each other. And therefore, the training program of the day of great relevance, not only for India, but abroad as well. And I believe the 4 resource person who will be dealing with 4 different chapters today, that will be a great exercise, and all the participants, particularly my young colleagues, they will get a lot out of this training program. I don't want to stay here long because we don't want to delay the further sessions so that we can immediately switch over to the resource person and we can start our training webinar component. And also Brimal will be joining shortly. And Dr. K.K. Bandopadhyay and all those who will be here, please take care of all the deliberations and see that everything goes smooth, and all the participants, more than 90 participants have joined as attendees now, and they'll be here, and see that the whole deliberations are properly recorded and everybody gets benefited out of this. So at the end, I'm really thankful to all 4 resource persons and also IRI and Department of Agricultural Physics for providing this space for this training program. And this training program will be very, very important. This will really help our young researchers to find their way out in agricultural physics, soil physics, or whole soil science as well. So thank you very much, and I wish all the very best for the 4 deliberations. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words and gracious presence and for always being with us. Now, I would request Dr. Pragati Pramanik Mathi ma'am, Secretary, Indian Society of Agrophysics, to conclude this inaugural session of this program by giving a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Priya. Very good morning to one and all present here. Honorable Deputy Director General, Natural Resource Management and President, Indian Society of Agrophysics, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary, sir. Respected Director, Dr. A.K. Singh, sir. Dean, Madam Dr. Resmi Agarwal. Joint Director, Dr. B.S. Tomar, sir. PD, WTC, Dr. Man Singh, sir. Heads of the division, all the participants. It is an honor for me to propose the formal vote of thanks. First of all, on behalf of Indian Society of Agrophysics and Division of Agriculture Physics, I would like to thank our President, Indian Society of Agrophysics and DDG NRM, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary, sir, for being with us since the beginning. In spite of his very busy schedule, he is always there for our society. Without his help and encouragement, it was impossible for us to organize this event. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. I would like to thank our respected director, sir, Dr. A.K. Singh, sir, for his gracious presence. We are very much grateful to you, sir, for providing us all the institutional facilities. Thank you so much, sir. I am very much thankful to our Dean, Madam, Dr. Resmi Agarwal, Madam, for always being encouraging. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your motivating words. I would like to thank our Joint Director Extension, Dr. B.S. Tomar, sir, for being with us today. I thank our head, Dr. Pramila Krishnan, for her support. I would like to thank all the heads of the division and PDWTC for their gracious presence. My special thanks to Dr. K.K. Bandyopadhyay, sir, for accepting our request to become the course director of this important training. He put lots of efforts in identifying the resource person, contacting them, finalizing the program. The Indian Society of Agrophysics is very much thankful to you, sir. I am very much thankful to our respected speaker, Dr. Jirka, Dr. Budhiman, Dr. Benby, Dr. B.S. Das, for kindly accepting our request to deliver the lecture. Thank you so much, sir. I am very much grateful to Dr. Usha Kiran Madam and Dr. Inveke Chakravarti sir for being with us today. I would like to thank all the executive council member of the society for their continuous support in organizing this important event. My sincere thanks to Dr. Rajarshi Barman sir for his tireless support in handling the online platform. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank all our divisional scientists, students and staff for being so supportive in organizing this important event. My special thanks to my juniors, Dr. Rajkumar and Dr. Rajiv, for always with me in organizing this event. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all those who are directly and indirectly involved with us in organizing this event. Once again, I thank you all. With this, I close our inaugural session and I will request all our participants to stay connected. And I just want to inform this house that altogether 180 participants has registered for this training. So I will request all the participants to stay connected and our first lecture will start very shortly at 10:15. Thank you once again to all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all, sir.
Thank you and congratulations, Dr. Pragati, Dr. Pramila.
Yes, thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Thank you for your kind
Thank you, sir.
presence.
Thank